So the syllabus tool in Canvas goes beyond what the formal syllabus that's always online on the university webpage for each course says. It's basically, I think, something equivalent to a study guide. So study guides are used, I think, most of the time to provide more detailed information about the course. So it can be a description of the course content and the course overview. It can be a description of the course outcomes and the structure and the scheduling of the course and different deadlines. Some teachers like to provide information about the actual assignments and give the instructions in this study guide. I do not do that. I usually provide that information instead using the assignments tool. But you can also add information about assessment criteria, reading instructions, and of course something about the pedagogy that you use. So I think in most cases, most teachers are used to providing study guides, or in this case, we're calling it syllabus, by providing a document where they have listed all these things, mostly in text. So it's either a Word document or a PDF. So the question is, what's the difference here? And there are some advantages with providing a document that students can download. And the advantage is basically that students are used to that and teachers are used to that, and they find it practical to print those documents and then have them with them. But there are advantages with creating a course page instead. And when I say course page, it's basically the syllabus tool that we're using, but we're creating pages in the syllabus tool to provide information about the course. So here are some of the advantages. So first of all, if students access the syllabus through their computers or their mobile phones or screen readers of different types, it's more screen reader friendly than it would be for them to access a document. They are also more accessible to students with certain learning disabilities. So it's possible to, for example, format a PDF document so that students with different types of disability can access them, but it's quite difficult to do it correctly. So it's actually more easy to just put the information on the Canvas pages because they are already adapted for these types of situations. And then I think the most important advantage, of course, is that if you provide your study instructions or the study guide in this format, it's always online and it's always updated. So I guess that many of you have had the same problems that I have had, that students have downloaded your instructions and then things happen and you realize that you gave them the wrong instructions. They were supposed to read chapter 7 and not chapter 8 or whatever. No matter how much you check these things, they tend to you tend to always get it wrong anyway. So if you change that, then it's always updated and you don't have different versions that students have downloaded before. That can be very confusing for them. So that's, I think, it's a great advantage. And the fourth advantage is also that if you're creating pages in Canvas to provide this information in the syllabus tool, then you're also then you can provide your instructions also using audio and video. And I think some of the things that we want to communicate to our students are better communicated through demonstration. So for example, if you want to have a screen recording of how you find literature on the library webpage, for example, takes a lot of time to write all that down. Instead, you can just record your own screen when you're showing how they can access, for example, specific journal articles and such. So it allows for that as well. And also, I think it's a final advantage, which isn't as important, but I think it's, adds to all the advantages, and it is that it also promotes course activity. So if you want to treat your course site as a lively classroom, then it's actually a good thing if students log in regularly and if they are actually there, instead of thinking about it more as a repository where they download things and then you don't see them for weeks and weeks. So here are a few of the advantages. So now I'm going to show you how the syllabus looks in the course that I've created. Okay, so this is the home page for my course, Popular Science. And in the white left side menu, you can find the syllabus tab. So in order for us to look at the syllabus, we click here. And what you see here is basically first a section that gives you links to different sub-pages where I have put information about different aspects of the course. And it's also possible, of course, to just provide the information on this page, but it usually means that you have a very long page. So I prefer to divide it up into different sections. So what I've done in order to do that is that I've created pages. And these pages I have named syllabus, and then the course structure, syllabus, pedagogy, and so on. And then I have provided links to them here as a kind of table of contents, basically. So we're going to look at that in a minute. But here on the right side, you also see that you have a calendar. And the best part is also that you have a course summary. And this course summary is generated automatically, so you don't have to do anything for this to happen, as long as you create events for things that will be happening in the calendar, and as long as you have due dates for different assignments that included in the course. So as soon as I provide a new assignment in the assignment tools, it will pop up here. So here we have module 2 short written essay, and they see the date of that. So it's a kind of schedule, so they can keep track of where they are in the course. And they can click on that and it will take them directly to the assignment instructions. But we also have this, which is an event, and it's just a way of providing information about the fact that module 2 in the course is opening this date. Okay, so we go up here and you'll see what I put in here. So we have a course structure. I provided an image of the course that they can also download. So it's basically a kind of schedule, but I think that is, a little bit over the top. It's not something that I'm planning to do all the time. We have pedagogy and learner expectations. So I spell out what I expect of them and what they can expect of me, how they should interact with one another, and a little bit about the pedagogy. And normally when you create pages, you have this back and forth or next and previous buttons that you can click on, but the navigation is a bit more problematic in the syllabus tool. So you have to provide a link that says back to top, usually. In this case, I've just provided the link as an image, so you can go back again. I have some information here about the communication policy, how they can reach me, when they can reach me, when they can expect an answer if they reach out to me. I have some information about grading, about late policy, what will happen if they hand in things too late, and things like that. And then I also have a page where I have listed all the literature that we're using in in the course, and it's divided up into different sections, so the literature to the different modules are presented here. So that's the way that I have structured my syllabus, and I'm just going to show you briefly how it looks if you have no information on it. So I'm going to a test course that I have had access to, and you see here that it's in Swedish, so then it's called Kursöversikt. So if I click on that, you can see that in this test course I've only added a few assignments, so there are only 2 dates in this. And then you have the course overview information here. So if I would like to provide links to subpages here, I just click on Edit, and then I put course literature here, I mark it, and then you can go to this right side. So here I have already prepared a page that describes the course literature. So if I click here, it will become available to me, so I can link that to the course literature description here, and in that way it's now active. So then we click on update, and you see here that you have this menu that you can click on, and it will take you to the page that you created. So that's how I did that, and that's how I structured my syllabus. So I hope that was helpful for some of you who might be interested in using the syllabus too.